COVID-19 has changed the world, probably forever. But Zooming was the right product at the right time for Primerica. With COVID-19, people won't let you come in their home. And I talked with RVP Micah Saunders in Chicago last week, and she's only been in Primerica for 6 years. In the last 12 months, she's been paid over $1 million, and she gives Zooming credit for a big part of that. My grandson-in-law, Scott Godfrey's team here in Atlanta, their recruiting's up, their incomes are up, and they're doing, of course, Zooming. It reminds me of when we came out with A.O. Williams TV. A.O. Williams got so big, so fast, our TV network gave us an opportunity to talk to our 225,000 people in the United States, in Hawaii, in Canada, in Puerto Rico. And by the way, A.O. Williams TV was the largest corporate TV network in the world. And our TV was the right product at the right time. And it seems to me, as I look back and think about A.O. Williams and how we did it, it seemed that everything seemed to work out for us just at the right time. We all felt A.O. Williams was a company of destiny. A.O. Williams gave us a chance to explode. Zooming has given Primerica a chance to explode. And I guess you could say Zooming proves that Primerica is a company of destiny too. See, I believe to be really successful in business, you've got to do two things. Number one, it takes a tremendous amount of enthusiasm. And number two, it takes a willingness to take chances. And this has not changed with Zooming. The danger with Zooming is becoming too dependent on Zooming for too long. But I'll tell you one thing, lockdowns are not going to last. People are going to get back out. COVID-19 is going to be gone at some point. The challenge will you be ready when COVID is gone? The fundamentals of building a business has never changed. In 1967, I was a football coach in Columbus, Georgia, and I went part-time with ITT Financial Services, and it changed my life. In 1969, some corporate genius, when I'd gone full-time with ITT, had come up with what they thought was the perfect presentation. No salesperson was needed. You would go in the home to the kitchen table with a husband and wife, and you'd have a briefcase, and you'd open that briefcase up, and on one side of the briefcase was a TV screen. And all the salesman had to do was push a start button and sit back. And then this guy on the TV screen would make the perfect presentation. He looked like a movie star. He talked like a movie star. Everything was perfect. And it never made a bad presentation. It never made a mistake. And you could show that presentation 1,000,000 times and it would be perfect every single time. The only problem, it didn't work. Because you can't replace the energy, the enthusiasm, the belief, the commitment of a salesperson. You know, the fundamentals of building a business and building a football team, the fundamentals never change. When you're building RVPs, when you're building a company within a company, when you're building a legacy business that you can pass on to your family, that'll last forever, you've got to do the fundamentals. You can't take any shortcuts, and Zooming is basically a shortcut. People were meant to talk together. People were meant to work together, to eat together, to play together, to pray together, to laugh together, to build together. Body language, I believe, is the most important thing in the world. When you go in a home, people can just feel it. I mean, it's just something that they can just feel. They can see the energy. They can see the belief. You know, it just oozes out of your body. And people won't ever trust a computer screen to sell a dream, as an example. Sooner or later, you're going to have to meet people face to face. The question is, will you be ready? Maybe Zoom works for a period of time, but to build a big team, you can't do it with Zooming, in my opinion. In no way that you can make that work. Building personal relationships, getting to know their spouse and the kids, building 7 to 10 RVPs that build 7 to 10 RVPs that build 7 to 10 RVPs. What are you going to do? Let me ask you this. When one of your people misses a sale, when their best guy quits, when they're having financial problems, when they're having personal problems, who's going to be there in the tough times to stand up and say, follow me, I ain't quitting, we're going to kick Prudential's butt? See, our goal at A.O. Williams was to grow by multiplication. The way we did it, we wanted every person, every single recruit to build a team. If you recruit 3 people, and then those people go recruit 3, and you do that times 10, that's 59,000 people. Multiplication is magic. And all the giants at A.O. Williams built their business kneecap to kneecap across the kitchen table. Andy Young he was earning $2.9 million. He had 260 RVPs, a 10-year payroll of $320 million. Greg Fitzpatrick was a basketball coach when we recruited him in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. He built an income of $1.4 million, 417 RVPs, and his payroll over a 10-year period of time is $600 million. It's unbelievable. Rusty Crofton, a basketball coach from Atlanta, he's earning $2.9 million. He's got 470 RVPs, and over a 10-year period of time, the cash flow he's paying his sales force is $500 million. Folks, you can't do that Zooming. A.O. Williams was a company of giants. See, your goal at A.O. Williams was to build people, not sales. To build people, not sales. We wanted you to build a real business. See, salespeople are unemployed every day. If you don't go out and make a sale, you don't eat. What we wanted to do was we wanted to build a big income, yes, a big business, yes, but what that does, it gives you not only a big income, but you get a secure income because you're overriding dozens and then eventually hundreds and then eventually thousands of people. But you must recruit, you must train, you must sell, yes, sometimes with Zooming, but most of the time across the kitchen table. That's like our home field in football, That's where all the good things take place. That's where you make the most sales. That's where you recruit the right kind of people. That's where you train. You do all your training. Folks, there's no easy way to build a business. The fundamentals never change. Folks, I want to close with this thought now, and I'm preaching to you, from my heart. This is what I really think. Now, I could be wrong because, I've been on a couple of Zoom calls, but that's not the way I want to do it, okay? I believe relationships are everything, and I wanted to go out and recruit a person in my community, like a coach, that had a big, warm, natural market. I didn't want to talk to strangers. I didn't want to call strangers on a cold telephone. And of course, with COVID, you can't do any of that now anyway, But I wanted to recruit good people in a community that people would not look at as a life insurance agent, and then I wanted to take them to the kitchen table. And then I wanted to, build a relationship with a husband and wife and show the concept, And that's the only way I believe that you can really sell the dream, that you can really build leaders, that you can build RVPs that build RVPs that build RVPs and build this incredible business is across the kitchen table. That's where you build crusaders. That's what made us different at A.O. Williams. And so you got to do it face to face. Eventually, you got to go to the kitchen table. That's the only way to build crusaders. That's the only way to build a legacy business. See my final thought. Some people write about history, some people study history, but A.O. Williams made history.